And they break out over the Rolling Mile. Carrasta just dawdled out of the gate. Toroca is restrained early. Frankie's got Muwakleh in the dark blue of Godolphin straight in front. Sagitta chasing in blue and white. Then Ashlyn against the fence. Half and Ameerat driving through. Autumnal is out wide from Mamea. Next then follows Stunning and Dora Carrington in a yellow sleeve jacket in midfield. Chased by Peaceful Paradise and Crystal Music, who's a bit keen early from Toroca. Carrasta against the fence in the dark green of the Aga Khan. Enthused is held up towards the back together with Santalina, covering the first quarter mile or so, and Muwakleh at a swinging gallop from Sagitta in second place. They're followed closely by Half in the blue cap, Ashley in the white-faced filly against the fence. Then next is Ameerat, followed by Autumnal in the grey, Peaceful Paradise on the wide outside, and Crystal Music in the pink, now pulled wide by Richard Hughes and beginning to gather them in a little bit. They run down past the halfway stage. Muwakleh a half length to Sagitta, Ameerat and half Ashlyn, then Stunning picking up Autumnal. Crystal Music on the outside from Peaceful Paradise. Carasta's trying to get out, and Fused is picking up from the rear, but Muwakleh, the Dubai filly, has found a bit in front, passing the two, and kicks 2 lengths clear of Ameerat, chasing in second place in the yellow jacket. They are followed by half. Crystal Music. Toroca for Ireland is running home well. Infused on the outside. Ameerat is a challenger to Muwakleh. Frankie on Muwakleh on the rail. Philip Robinson on Ameerat, chasing hard in the centre. Ameerat wearing down Muwakleh as they run inside the final 50 yards. Ameerat forges on to win the Guineas from Muwakleh, just ridden out of it. Then in third was Toroca, followed by Crystal Music, a credible fourth, and they trail back in the end to Carrasta. Kieran Fallon only beat one today, and that was Dora Carrington, who was last of all. It goes to number 1, Ameerat, in the first colours, Sheikh Ahmed Al Maktoum, trained here at Newmarket by Michael Jarvis and ridden by Philip Robinson, who won this race back in 1984 aboard Pebbles, this time in the year 2001 aboard Ameerat at 11-1. This filly, who got knocked about a little bit in the Rockfell Stakes on her final start as a 2-year-old, ran 3 times at 2, winning first time out at Goodwood, and really looked well before today's race. Strode out with great purpose to post, and has come home with some purpose as well, to wear down the Godolphin filly Muwakleh, who made all the running up until the last 50 yards. She quickened up in impressive fashion, Muwakleh, approaching the final quarter mile, but she was just unable to resist the flying run of Ameerat, a daughter of Mark of Esteem, himself a 2,000 guineas winner for Godolphin. Ameerat coming home just the stronger to wrest the Guineas spoils from Muwakleh. Back in third place was Toroca, who stayed on well for Ireland under Mick Cannan. In fourth was the Nureyev filly Crystal Music, a good run by her, possibly not wound up today, and she'll stay further in the future. But it's Ameerat's Sagitta 1,000 guineas.
An eye-catcher in the market, 14-1 this morning. Wins by neck and 1 3/4 lengths. Neck and 1 3/4 lengths. Ameerat 14-1 with a tote. Generally 12 and 11. Only 10 with Ladbrokes and Victor Chandler backed on the course. Return the 11-1 clear 6 favourite with the bookmakers. The runner-up the week, Muwakleh, 13-2, did touch 7-1 on the course, but Toroca third, a 10-1 chance. They sent the very weak Carrasta off the 9-2 favourite with Crystal Music at 5-1, and that Ameerat is the 11th filly in the last 50 years to win the 1,000 guineas first time out. And it's the first time it's happened since 94 that both Guineas have gone to first time out horses. Mr. Bailey's and Las Meninas in 94, Golan and Ameerat here. Those classic trials, they're even further devalued when first time out horses win the classics.
Well, it just makes you wonder whether the cold winter that we've had and the classic trials just came a little bit too soon for some horses, just put them backwards rather than brought them forwards. But we've been treated to a fabulous finish here, a repeat of the Pretty Polly Stakes earlier, only this time Philip Robinson just finishing in front of Frankie Dettori, and fairly similar tactics taken up by Frankie, this time on Muwakleh. Lets her bowl along. They didn't go a mad gallop. She settles really well in behind Ameerat. Quite a few jockeying for position in behind. Carrasta, they were keen to get her settled. She's still taking a good grip. Just look at the back of the field, just to the right of the picture. Kieran Fallon there, just sitting on his right is the eventual fourth home, Toroca. But the race pretty much set now. Frankie must have been pleased with his position, Jim.
Yeah, he controlled the race, just as you said, like there was the case in the Pretty Polly. And they didn't really wind it up from so far out as they had in the 2000, with the result that it was difficult to come from way off the pace here. Richard Hill's perfectly positioned in alongside the winner in her slipstream. Craig Williams on our half in the second Maktoum colours, and on the outside Philip Robinson, whose filly's still taking a good hold. Philip, who had such a wonderful partnership last year with that good filly Crimpeline for Clive Britton, on whom he won the German and Irish Guineas now, and the English, which he won on Pebbles. Moving into the dip though, Frankie, just watch him, he's suddenly see him change his hands, ask for a bit, his filly wanders around on the ground, John, but for a moment I thought he'd cling on.
Yeah, she's just got a little bit tired in the closing stages. Remember, this is her first run on grass, but there's lots to like about some of these other fillies, particularly the horse of Lord Webber's. I thought Crystal Music, she ran a smashing race, but this Ameerat, she's quickened up well. They've gone a good gallop, they haven't gone mad, but they've gone a good gallop, and she's the one who's been able to travel closest to the pace and then find that little bit extra just when it counted.